Strong communication is the foundation of great leadership, yet many leaders struggle with it. They assume their message is clear, but their teams may be confused. They avoid difficult conversations, hesitate to give feedback, or fail to truly listen. Sound familiar? In today's video, I'll share practical strategies to help leaders improve their communication skills. Whether you're a leadership coach, an aspiring coach, or a leader yourself, these techniques will help you build trust, lead with clarity, and engage your team effectively. Plus, I'll introduce how different communication styles affect leadership communication and how you can use them in your coaching. If you're ready to enhance leadership communication skills, let's get started. Many leaders believe they are great communicators, but when you ask their teams, the reality often tells a different story. Here are 3 biggest communication challenges leaders face. Number 1, lack of clarity. They assume their message is clear, but employees often misinterpret their expectations. Number 2, avoiding difficult conversations. Many leaders struggle to deliver tough feedback or handle workplace conflict. And number 3, not listening enough. Instead of active listening, they dominate conversations or focus on responding rather than understanding. Before coaching a leader, we first need to diagnose where their communication is breaking down. And let's talk about how to coach each one of these challenges. The best leaders communicate in a way that removes confusion and provides clear direction. So to improve clarity and encourage concise messaging, teach them to simplify their message into clear, actionable steps. For example, you can help them to use the one message rule, which is before speaking, asking themselves, if my team remembers only one thing from this conversation, what should it be? Or get them think about their nonverbal clarity. Body language and tone also impacts how a message is received. Clarity is a leadership superpower. When leaders communicate with precision, teams perform better. Now let's talk about how to coach leaders to handle difficult conversations. Many leaders avoid tough conversations, whether it's giving feedback, addressing conflict, or setting boundaries. The key is providing them with a structured approach. Teach them to structure difficult conversations using frameworks like SBI, Situation, Behavior, Impact. Here is what happened, here is the behavior, and here is the impact. Or LACES model, listen, acknowledge, clarify, explore, suggest. This model helps leaders navigate resistance in tough conversations. Leaders who avoid difficult conversations create more problems than they solve. A coaching approach helps them build trust while addressing tough issues. And the last challenge is developing active listening skills in leaders. Communication isn't just about speaking, it's also about listening. Many leaders listen to respond, not to understand. Here is how to help them develop active listening skills. Encourage leaders to pause for 3 seconds before responding to allow space for reflection. They can also use summarizing to check their understanding and showcase active listening before offering solutions. And also encourage them to ask open-ended questions. For example, instead of, "Do you have any questions?" ask, "What questions you have?" to encourage a dialogue. Great leaders don't just talk well, they listen deeply. Active listening fosters stronger relationships and team management. If you want to learn more about active listening, please watch the video where I talk about different levels of listening. I'm going to leave the link here. And now let's talk about different communication styles and their impact. Not everybody communicates the same way. To become a great communicator, it's important to recognize different communication styles and adapt accordingly. There are many models to look at communication styles, but today I want to talk about the Insights Discovery model, which distinguishes communication styles into 4 main categories using color codes: red, blue, green, and yellow styles. People who have a red style is more direct and action-oriented. They prefer decisive, brief communication. They avoid long discussions, so just tell them the key points. Blue styles represents logical and analytical communication. They prefer data-driven discussions. They need details, structure, and well-thought-out reasoning. Green style is about empathy and support. They value relationships, need collaborative, trust-building communication approach. And the last one is yellow, expressive and visionary style. They love big ideas, energy, and enthusiasm. They need excitement and future-focused conversations. When coaching leaders, help them recognize their natural style and how it might clash with their teams. Coaching leaders on communication styles allows them to adapt their messaging for different audiences. So how do you implement these strategies in leadership coaching? There are 3 methods that work. One is live coaching scenarios, role-play tough conversations to help leaders refine their approach. The other one is feedback loops, encourage them to ask feedback from their teams. And the third one is micro-coaching moments, which leaders can do daily reflection by asking themselves how good I was today in my communication. Remember, great communication isn't developed overnight. It's a skill leaders refine over time with intentional coaching. Coaching leaders to communicate effectively means focusing on clarity, handling difficult conversations with confidence, and strengthening active listening. But the real game changer? Helping leaders understand their communication style and how it impacts others. Which of these coaching strategies do you think is most important? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other leadership coaching videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.